Okay. Okay. See if I can sit right. There we go. I'll give it a minute. His little face. Hi, Clancy. How are you? My baby's sleeping. Hey, I know. Red Bull and baby. I cut my hair off. No, I'm just kidding. Red Bull. I know, but I've had no energy all day. I'm trying. Oh my gosh, are my ankles swelling? What the hell? Um, hey, Crown. I don't know. I'm wondering, I'm hoping it's not arthritis, Crown. I ordered this stuff off the internet to give him, and hopefully it'll help him. I mean, I wouldn't think at 5 years old he would have arthritis already. No, I checked the padding in his feet. There's nothing in there. Good for you, Clancy. All in moderation, right? That's what I need to learn with my uh, my things that I like to do. I need all in moderation, but I think they have this shampoo out. You have to order it online, but it's like a color shampoo. I think I want to color my hair. I said I was never going to color my hair again, but I'm just bored. I'm bored. My life, I'm bored. I mean, it's not like I have nothing to do because I'm busier than shit every single day. It's like I don't have any free time, but I'm bored with this. this what I got going on here. I'm bored. Done. Hey, Jenny, how are you? Because I know my mom's dog would step on Pine Needle and would limp until. Really? Hi, Robert. And I love your sweater. Thank you. You have known me for a long time. I'm the wrong bitch to lie to because I investigate bitches. Yeah, I mean, I've felt between his toes. And it's when he gets up, like from a nap or from, in the morning. So I don't know. Jenny, how are you, honey? City of Peace, how are you? City of Peace is saying Red Bull, no good. I look sick, huh? I am sick. Not feeling well. But you know what? I had to go to work later anyways. But see, I bitch about my job. I do, just like everybody. But listen, I was telling my boss today on the phone, I said, I feel blessed to have a job. I feel blessed that I have the job that I have because pretty much I'm my own boss. I mean, she's my boss, but I work by myself. And if I don't feel well, or if something comes up with my family, or if I just need a fucking personal day because I'm stressed the hell out, I can take it. My boss is understanding. And She knows I work my ass off and I don't miss work unless I absolutely can't. And that's why when I message her and say, I threw up, I'm going to go back to bed and rest for a while, see how I'm feeling. The only time that I missed a few days in a row was when I had that bladder infection, and that was bad. But I thought I was going to die. But anything else, flu, horrible colds, whatever, I'll go in late, but I always go in, because I got so much to do. And she's very understanding about it. And so on top of that, I get an apartment, which is nice. Is it the fanciest? No. But that's okay. I'm saving for my fancy, right? I will have my fancy. And I'm not a fancy person anyways, I like nice things, but it doesn't have to be name brand. It doesn't have to be top of the line. I will get something at the Goodwill just because it looks nice, not because of the kind of the brand that it is or whatever. I'm feeling a little better. Now I'm sick with a different thing. I have a touch of the flu, honey, Jenny. Thank you for asking. Since I talked to you, I did want to say that my stepdad died last April. So now it's just me and my... Oh, Clancy, I'm sorry, honey. I didn't know that. Were you guys close, you and your stepdad? Was he a nice guy? Did he treat you well? I know. It's sad. I'm sorry, sweetheart. Okay, did I share it to myself? Hold on a second. Okay, I didn't send it to myself, so I must have saved it. My sister's trying to get me to sign up for something to watch short videos to make money. Okay, that's great and all, but I don't have time. Okay. Thank you.
Stocking up for the big game.
For thinking of me. Okay.
Can you say checkmate? Because that's what Donald Trump just did. Our fabulous, amazing president. He did it again, President Trump. They didn't even see it coming. And this has been making for years and years. You guys thought you had it. No. Welcome, guys.
Okay.
January 20th hits. It all begins.
Okay, anyways, I hate it when people talk and they make that mouth noise, I can't. No matter how good the message is, I can't. I can't do it. Oh, that noise. Okay, where's that guy? Hold on. Okay, this guy, I want you to hear this. Well, this isn't the one though. Crown Royal. I want you to hear this because this is a guy from Canada. That the main reason I've been gone, I get there won't be around here. I've been drinking. Oh, Clancy, have you slowed down? Oh, I'm sorry. Have you calmed down?
Trump was asked today if he was prepared to take Canada through military force. Guys, watch this video below. Love to hear your comments on.
Something that you're serious about.
Okay, I want you to hear this one. The one that he did in the car. Here it is. Here it is.
And the fuckery continues, folks. I'll tell you, I've never been more embarrassed in my entire life to be Canadian.
Okay, hold on. There's another. That wasn't the one. He must have changed it. Okay, let's listen.
And the fuckery continues, folks. I'll tell you, I've never been more embarrassed in my entire life to be Canadian. I travel a lot for work. I'm in the United States all the time. And I'm constantly trying to defend myself when I'm being peppered with questions about what's going on with their neighbors up north. And to be honest, it's hard to give them an answer. I don't really understand it myself. How did we get here? How did we fucking get here? What happened over the last 9 years? I'll tell you what happened. We let a narcissistic egomaniac run the country, which many of you supported, pushing his ideological agendas that made no sense down every Canadian's throat. And he has single-handedly dismantled any sense of cultural identity in this country. He's ruined our country. It's happened.
Sounds
And
like
the question
our
is,
last administration.
can we actually come back from this? Will Poilievre actually make a difference when he comes in? So what? He's going to axe the carbon tax. Big deal. The damage is already done. And then we have people like Donald Trump laughing at Canadians, and rightly so, I might add, calling us the 51st state. And then we get all of our members of parliament and the leaders of those parties say, we'll never become the 51st state. Well, wait a minute. Maybe we should become the 51st state. And think about this here. Before you get mad, think about this. We've lost our cultural identity. And as a matter of fact, when you really look at it, our country was established in 1867 from land we stole from the indigenous people. We murdered and raped and pillaged and took the land on a deal that was advantageous to us, and we segregated an entire community and probably committed genocide. And this is our country now. Well, I'm not really sure. Like, when you look at it and you look at it over the last couple of 100 years, do we even have the right to have this country anymore? And maybe we should become the 51st state. And think about this. If Canada became the 51st state, our national debt, $1.2 trillion, would be wiped away. Gone. Interesting. We could dismantle a number of different governmental institutions and get rid of them. The CRA. There's been a 40% increase in government employees since this dickhead has been in power.
Just like us.
We could get rid of the CRA entirely. We could simplify our tax, one of the most complicated tax systems in the world. We become a state. We could operate independently. We could deregulate. We could become one of the wealthiest states in the Americas. If we increased our oil production by 30%, we could become a tax-free state. And here's the real kicker. What if they took our dollar at par? Your $1 Canadian turns into $1.40 American. People could become rich overnight. I mean, it's not as easy as that. And yes, there might be challenges, but maybe it's not such a bad idea. We become the state of Canada. We become part of the United States. We strengthen our military. They're already our biggest trading partner. We're already really a part of them anyway. So maybe that wouldn't be such a bad idea. Just maybe there's more of a tactful way to do it. Because otherwise, I don't know how Poilievre's going to come in here and fix the damage that's already been done. It's irreparable. It's irreparable. Every facet of government would need to be rebuilt.
Just like here.
It's possible. But maybe we could have a clean slate and start again. Start as a state. We love our American neighbors, do we not? I don't know. What do you think? Is it a bad idea? You tell me. What if you...
So what do you guys think? What do you guys think of it? I mean, he poses a great, what you call it? I can't even think of the word. Great conversation, right? That would be a good topic for conversation. Canada fights back against Trump.
So Canada's fighting back against Donald Trump's tariffs. We were with the 25% tariff, and Justin Trudeau has decided to send a message and hit the United States with its own 25% tariff. Depending on who you talk to, you'll get a mixed opinion on this. Personally, I think it's a really bad idea. Of course, I think we shouldn't do anything. We have to do something. However,
Okay, buddy, you can't be up on the ski slopes with the wind blowing making a video. It just doesn't work that way. It just doesn't work. It doesn't work. But that's not what I want to show you. There's this other thing. By the way, that guy's hot, just so you guys know. He's a good looking dude. Okay. Besides that, Where is that one guy? Okay, I know I'm following him. I saved his video. Some of the Trumps don't look like Trump. It's crazy. You guys know that there's always body doubles for people, right? They always have their body doubles out. Okay, where is that guy?
Next, this is an executive order. This charges your Secretary of the Treasury.
Where, oh my gosh, no.
All right.
Where's all the thing? Oh.
Apparently, this legislation is to protect us from the president, which is absolutely ridiculous. The president of the United States was overwhelmingly elected in the Electoral College and in the popular vote. He had a mandate to come into office and to enforce the laws of the United States.
Okay, I'm looking for this guy that I'm following. He talks about, it's on TikTok, I believe, not YouTube. It's hilarious what he talks about. Maybe I can look under. Oh, I've shared them, I bet. Okay, where's my shared shit? Here he is. Here he is. Ready? I found him. Here we go.
Hello, my fellow Overtech citizen. Here is your daily update. All right, folks. Today's Doge news is absolutely crazy. We've got some drama,
and this isn't satire.
To us from the Gateway Pundit, and according to the latest report, the Trump administration just put 2 USAID security leaders on leave after they tried to block Elon Musk's Department of Government Efficiency from accessing classified documents. And here's what went down. John Voorhees and Brian McGill, 2 top security officials at USAID, and that is the U.S. Agency for International Development, the agency that sent $20 million to Iraq so they could have a version of Iraqi Sesame Street. That was in the 2024 Festivus report. They refused to hand over classified materials to the Doge team, claiming they didn't have proper security clearance. But instead,
Jenny, you know, you guys, Clancy, Jenny, be easy on yourselves. Life's hard right now. As long as you stay in moderation and you realize when you say those words, I need a couple shots to get through the day, just make sure you're paying attention to what you're doing every time you do. Because you know that when you rely on something, like I rely on this to get me through the day. I don't know what I'd do if I didn't have that thing right now. It's like I keep saying, I'm going to quit. I'm going to quit. I'm going to quit. I'm going to try. I'm going to try. But in all honesty, I've tried a little bit. I could try harder, but I'm not ready yet. And, just ask yourself every once in a while, am I ready? Am I ready to put this down? Am I ready to really give it a try? And am I at a point in my life where I should even attempt to? Because sometimes you have to be ready. If you're not ready, you're just fooling yourself and you're going to go back to it. So with you saying that leads me to believe that you kind of got to work on some things before you slow back down. I mean, it doesn't sound like you're going crazy or anything. It just, it's enough there to think, okay, I just got to keep an eye on this, and when and how often, and is it becoming increasingly more and more and more? That's all. But if it stays a couple shots, who cares? I mean, people take freaking hits of, weed every day. They wake up in the morning, they're hitting their weed. They get home, they're hitting their weed. They're in their car at lunch and they're hitting their weed or smokes or whatever. And, or they get home and they have a couple glasses of wine. A couple shots, not a big deal, as long as it doesn't get increasingly more and more and more. I didn't know things could feel as dark as they have these past months. Oh, honey, with my life, marriage with us, it's been hell. Oh, Jenny, you know you can always reach out to me, sweetie. Send me an email with your phone number or whatever. We can chat, or if you want to chat on Google Chat or whatever they call it now. I'm sure you have friends, but just know that if you need someone to listen, I'm here. I'm sorry. That sucks. That's hard, marriage issues. Okay, if you want to laugh, here. Listen.
It was a slap on the wrist. Voorhees and McGill got placed on administrative leave, and Doge got their hands on the documents. So exactly what are they trying to hide? That's the $64 billion question. I just can't wait to see what the team over at Doge comes up with. Now, this isn't just about one agency. Doge has been digging through the entire federal government looking for wasteful spending and corruption. And first it was the Treasury auto payments. Now it's USAID. Their website has been shut down, and their Twitter account has been nuked. So if you're wondering why government officials are resigning left and right, Doge may be the reason why. And thanks again to the Gateway Pundit for breaking the story. If you think this is wild, just wait. There's a lot more to come. Hello, my fellow Overtax citizen. Here is your daily update. All right, folks, today's Doge news is absolutely crazy. We've got some drama, and this story comes straight to us from the Gateway Pundit. And according to the latest report, the Trump administration just put 2 USAID security leaders on.
That's crazy, Clancy. That's enough to wake you up, definitely. Yes, things will get better. That's right. Yep. Listen.
On leave after they tried to block Elon Musk's Department of Government Efficiency from accessing classified documents. Now, here's what went down. John Voorhees and Brian McGill, 2 top security officials at USAID, and that is the U.S. Agency for International Development, the agency that sent $20 million to Iraq so they could have a version of Iraqi Sesame Street. That was in the 2024 Festivus report. They refused to hand over classified materials to the Doge team, claiming they didn't have proper security clearance. But instead of a slap on the wrist, Voorhees and McGill got placed on administrative leave, and Doge got their hands on the documents. So exactly what are they trying to hide? That's the $64 billion question. I just can't wait to see what the team over at Doge comes up with. Now, this isn't just about one agency. Doge has been digging through the entire...
Hold on, that's not the one. Hold on. Is this it?
Hello, fellow citizens and taxpayers. Today's Doge report comes to you courtesy of Senator Rand Paul's annual Festivus report. Now, I want you to understand this video is not satire. I repeat, this is not a joke. These are actual items that we as taxpayers have already obligated ourselves for because that money is spent, okay? And this is just a small fraction of those items that are there. And if you want to fact check me, just Google 2024 Rand Paul Festivus report, and you can find these for yourself as well. So I'm going to go through these rather quickly. Please watch until the end because number 25, it's just stupid. All right, number 1, we've been spending $10 billion a year on maintaining empty federal office buildings. Number 2, we gave the city of Las Vegas a $12 million grant to build a pickleball complex. Number 3, the State Department spent $330,000 censoring conservative media. Number 4, Health and Human Services gave $2 million for a study to see how kids reacted to food advertisements on Facebook. Number 5, $8 million in stolen COVID relief funds, which used by a Florida man to buy an island, a private island. Number 6, cocaine and lonely rats. The National Institutes of Health spent $419,470 to see if lonely rats were more likely to use cocaine than social rats. Newsflash, the lonely rats used more drugs than the social rats. Number 7, $15.5 billion was spent by the Department of Energy trying to convince us to buy electric cars we don't want. Number 8, $4.8 million for Ukrainian influencers. Don't know what the hell we're doing that for. Number 9, $365,000 for a circus. The National Endowment for the Arts spent $365,000 promoting circuses in public parks. All right, number 10, $3 million for girl-centered climate action in Brazil. The government spent $3 million trying to promote climate activism by women in Brazil, or girls in Brazil. How stupid can we be? All right, $873,000 to fund films in the country of Jordan. Why would we do such a thing? All right, we're about halfway done. Number 12, $345,000 to fight terrorism with soccer. I guess we're going to teach terrorists to play soccer instead of being terrorists. That's just a bad idea and a huge waste of money. Number 13, we gave $700 million to a failed trucking company. You know, those funds should have went to disaster relief for those impacted by the hurricanes and the wildfires this year. Instead, that money was given to a trucking company that failed, and it's never to be returned. Number 14, $288,000 for diversity in bird watching. The National Science Foundation spent $288,563 to try and make bird watching groups more diverse. Well, what are we going to do next? Equity and stamp collecting? Now, number 15 is absolutely ridiculous, $892 billion in interest payments on our national debt. That's just interest payments. We're not paying anything off.
$892 billion.
With 27 maxed out credit cards and bad credit. Number 16, we gave $500,000 to Ethiopia so they could expand their social media presence. Number 17, $7 million for magic-related projects. $7 million was spent on various magic-related projects, including a podcast about American magical belief. So what are we going to do next? Are we going to fund Hogwarts as well? Number 18, we spent $2.1 million for border security in the country of Paraguay. Meanwhile, we can't secure our own border. Number 19, $385,000 was spent for a giant 16-foot pigeon statue in New York City. I cannot imagine why somebody would want to put up a statue of a pigeon. We all know what pigeons do. They make a mess, and now we're putting up statues to those birds who make messes. What a huge waste of money. We also spent $20 million for fertilizer research abroad, meaning we did fertilizer research in Pakistan, Vietnam, Colombia, and Brazil. How about we keep that money for our American farmers? All right, number 21, we did spend $2.2 million on COVID experiments on cats. Number 22, we spent $123,000 to teach viral videos in the country of Kyrgyzstan. I think I got that right. $123,066 spent teaching Kyrgyzstan kids how to make viral videos. I'm sure that's exactly what their country needs, or a bunch of kids running around staring at their smartphones. All right, here's number 23, $1.5 million to spin kittens for science. $1.5 million was spent on spinning kittens to study motion sickness. Please make me understand how there is any scientific value to that at all. What a huge waste of money. Number 24, $720,479 for Mexican duck conservation. Meanwhile, our American ducks, they didn't get a dime. All right, number 25, the last one, $20 million for Sesame Street in Iraq. U.S. aid spent $20 million on a Sesame Street reboot in Iraq. Now, these things that I've just listed off here are a fraction of the $1 trillion in wasted money last year alone. And as I said, this is not satire. So if you want to go ahead and see if these are real and fact check me, feel free. Just go ahead and Google Rand Paul Festivus Report 2024, and you can dive into this as much as you want and see how bad your government has been wasting your money. So thanks for following. We hope Doge does a great job of getting
Wow. That's a lot of fucking money, guys. A lot of money. For what? Just a bunch of, and you know, a lot of it, most of it, probably all of it, didn't even go to where they said they were sending it. Hi, Big D. It don't sound relaxed, Jenny. Where are you from? Oh my God. Crown. You willing to meet him halfway, or have you had enough? Hope you all can work it out. Aw. What it turned out to be was a letter to me from him telling me what he needed from me in our marriage. It was a rough draft, but either way, there it was. Bella has been, Clancy. Thank you, Clancy. Well, I love you guys. And, you know, I don't have the answers, but, you know, sometimes you just need someone to listen, you know? Sometimes that's all it takes is, or maybe if they want to ask you your opinion or advice or just listen. If I can do that, then definitely, you know, there needs to be more people that are willing to be there for other people, because it's a hard time in life, and it has been for many years for a lot of people. And the worst feeling is feeling alone, you know? If you feel like you have nobody to talk to, then that can turn into a dark place. But Jenny, you say he wrote you a letter. That's not funny, but funny because I used to do that to my husband. I couldn't talk to him. He wouldn't talk ever. So I would write, I would write him letters. And he would never respond. He would never say, hey, hon, I got the letter you wrote me and you want to talk about it. No. I mean, it was pointless. So I don't know. If you can, you know, if nothing too terrible has happened that's unforgivable, you know, or something hasn't happened that you can't forget and it's just ruined things, then, I mean, I never, ever like divorce. I don't. But there's no sense on staying with somebody when you know that it's never going to get better, you know? If you've tried and tried and tried and nothing ever changes, because it has to take both people. One person can't make it work. You know, one person can wish and hope and pray, but it takes both people. And if both people aren't trying equally, and if both people don't want it bad enough, as bad as the other one, then that's a hard situation, you know. I love giving him little massages. He's so cute. I like massaging his little feetsies. He's so sweet. He's such a good boy. Hamsy's such a good boy, huh, sis? I love his little paws. I love every inch of him. He's my little buddy. My buddy and me. He's stretched out. Look at him. My buddy, my buddy, my buddy and me. He likes his massages from Grammy's. Grammy gives good massages, huh? Yes, you're a good boy, huh? You're such a good boy. I love you. I love you. Did you fart? Oof. Oof. Okay, that's how you really feel about it. All right. Ugh. Well, we got some gas moving. That's good. Say hi. Oh. I always wash his feet when we come back from our WALKS. I always wash his feet because, you know, they're walking all over the ground and in the grass where other dogs pee. You know how they like to smell where other dogs pee? And then they like to pee there 1,000 times. You're such a good boy. You're such a good boy. Oh, my goodness. Wait, am I missing? Did you guys stop chatting? Oh, no. I just didn't move this. Okay, I'm missing something. After hearing this, right, Clancy? But nothing worth having that's right, Jenny. And you know what I tell my daughter? Because my daughter gets really frustrated with her husband. He's so much like her father. And it's almost like I'm watching mine and my ex-husband's marriage all over again. My daughter is she thinks so logically, but she also is emotional too because she's a female, right? She's like common sense, you know? And men sorry, no offense against you guys, but men don't think commonsensically. Whatever. They just don't. Like, okay, I see the garbage is overflowing. Maybe I should take it out. Nope. They'll walk right by it. Until the woman says, hey, honey, you think the garbage needs to be taken out? Oh, I guess, yeah. I mean, they just don't think. It's like some men do. And like my daughter says, Mom, there are guys out there that are the way that I like a guy to be. And she goes, I know. I said, I know, honey, but they're few and far between. Believe me. And on one hand, oh, that one's going to be bad. Did you hear that? That's going to be a horrible. Oh, no. Okay. He's just sound asleep. So, what was I saying? I'm just kind of waiting for it to hit. What was I just? Oh, so she says that, and then, on one hand, certain men want a mom, right? They want their wife to be their mother. And they say they don't, but they do, because they always wait until you're told to do it. On the other hand, when you tell them to do it, you're treating me like a child. Well, you're acting like a fucking child. Grow the fuck up. Be a man. Do what you're supposed to do. And yes, I do believe there are certain roles for men and certain roles for women. Not saying that a woman can't work or a man can't stay home, or, a woman can't take out the garbage and a man can't clean the bathroom. I'm not saying that. But I think there are things that men should do, even if the woman could do it, and she does do it sometimes. Just men normally would do that. Bring out, the recycling or the garbage cans under the thing, or, take out the trash, whatever, just whatever, things like that. But the woman is expected to do everything. Take care of the kids, clean the house, do this, do that, run the errands, go to the grocery store, pay the bills, I don't know. I never, ever want to get married again. Ever. I never will. Nope, not happening. I'm good. Don't need a man. Maybe if I ever date, maybe it'll be a woman. Just saying. Because men kind of piss me off. Men kind of turn me off anymore. Then this guy that's working for me, dude, every chance he gets, he comes into my office and sits there. And he's supposed to be out working on the property. He just comes and sits down, and I'm like, and I'm sitting there working away. I'm like, are you out of stuff to do? Like, what are you doing? Oh, no, I'm just taking a minute. Every 15, 20 minutes, it's like something's up. So today I wore a wedding ring to work. He saw it. He knows that I'm divorced, but maybe he'll think in the back of his mind that I'm working something out with my ex or something, because something's up with him. He's from a temp agency, so he's not like, we got to pay him. Well, the agency charges ungodly amount of money per hour, but to have him for 1 week is like $1,800. It's ridiculous. And it's making my budget go down. I don't like it. Johnny, hello. Jenny Lowe from San Diego. Is that who you are? You don't give up easily. Me either, girl. I hung in there. Probably was miserable after the first 8 years. Not miserable, no. There were good times. There were good times. But the problems we had, probably after 8 years, we were together, 30 minus our separation time. So a few years, 3 years there. I don't know. I just think that, again, both people have to want it. And if both people aren't on the same page, then, my goal is I need to buy a new car. My other goal is I need to buy something to live in, okay? Whether if it's a modular home, and there's some gorgeous ones. And face it, I'm going to be 60 in a few years here. And that will be my last home. So I'm not going to go buy a brand new stick home, whatever. I want to buy a little piece of property, small, maybe an acre, maybe nothing big, slap a home on it, and live happily ever after. And once I have my own place and there's room, if my daughter or my son or whatever, if my daughter's having problems in her marriage or they decide to divorce, whatever, I'll have a place where they, her and the grandkids can come and stay while she gets on her feet, if that's where she's at that time. But there's baby number 2 on the way, and a few more months, I'm gonna have a little grandson. I just had a beautiful granddaughter a little over a year ago, and now I have a grandson on the way. So I'm really excited about that. I'm so excited. I love being a grandma. I love it, especially when we're Snapchatting with each other, video chatting. And the baby, every time she sees my face, she gets the biggest smile. She grabs the phone from her mom and she walks around and talks to me. It's so fucking cute. And she gives me kisses too. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I love you. I'm going to steal you. But I could never. Last time that I babysat, they picked the baby up around almost midnight. The next day, I was like, oh my gosh, I could never raise a kid. So those parents out there that are raising their grandchildren, man, mad respect to you. Mad respect to you. And there's so many women that are raising their kids as kids. I couldn't do it. I mean, if I had to, I'd be forced to, and I'd have to make it work, but I would not do it willingly. No. Not like have a kid and raise it. No. Hell no. That I don't know how I got through it. I don't know how I got through it. And wasn't an alcoholic like my mother. I don't know how. And it's crazy as life goes on. Little things that come up in your life that haven't before. Still at almost 60 years old, things from my past, from my childhood, are still having an effect on me at my age today. It's crazy. And these people that are out there having kids, they have no care in the world about how their actions or lack thereof, are affecting and going to damage their children, possibly for life. You know, I don't understand it. And these parents out there that have kids that they're off in the system somewhere, off with their family or whatever, and don't see them. Oh, well. No, I mean, I don't get it. I don't get it. I really wish, and this is going to sound crazy coming from me, but I wish almost to a certain degree we could control how many kids somebody could have. Because it's, for a lot of them, it's not a joyous, happy time, you know? I think you should have to be, I think if you're going to have more kids, you should not be able to be on the system. Absolutely. Because so many people have more kids because they're on the system and they get more money. And they're not even using the money for the kids, a lot of them. And I wish we could do something about dads being present in the lives of their children. You know, that's a huge thing too. I wish there was a magic wand. God has the magic wand. But, you know, unfortunately, there's nothing we can do about how people live their lives. I feel like people should always be growing, you know? People should always be trying for better. Why you didn't vote for Kamala, Clancy? What do you tell them? What do you tell them when they say, why didn't you vote for Kamala? You're in Minnesota, Jenny? Jenny? You're, you're from, Jenny. Oh, Johnny was answering, Jenny. Hey, Grace. How are you? Nice to see you, honey. Thanks for coming in. I haven't seen you in a little while. Crown says, worst is staying in the middle and not making a decision either way, because then it's always on your brain. That is so true, Crown. That was like how my husband was. Neither one of us were happy, right? Neither one of us, honestly. But he would say, he's fine. He doesn't want a divorce. But he wasn't happy. Or he just never showed either way. So it's stagnant. And instead of putting the effort in, some people just to continue to live the way they live, and because it's comfortable and it's familiar and it's whatever. But my daughter said to me the other night when she came over, she was talking about her and her husband's relationship, and she said, I don't want to stay with him if nothing's going to change. And she said, I remember seeing that with you and Dad. And she said, I always remember telling you, just leave him, Mom. Divorce him, Mom. And she did. She did tell me that a lot. Why are you staying with him, Mom? Look at how he treats you. And she said, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be in that same situation. So kids know. Kids know. And she said she would have been happier if we were apart. Because they can feel everything, they can sense everything, they can see everything. They know. They're not stupid. Kids are highly intelligent. I know, Sosa. I feel like we both are working hard on this. I think we both realized we were not in a very good place, so we both are willing to work on. That's awesome. That is awesome, Jenny, that you're both working on it. Then there's a chance, right? If you're both willing to put the work in, there's absolutely a chance. Marriages go through hard times, some of the worst times. But what can you do? You can either say, screw it, it's not worth it, I don't want to put the effort in, they're not worth it. Or you can say, I'm going to fight for this. Whatever's going on is something we can get past, we can get through, and we're both willing to try to make that happen. There you go. That's all you need. God's got to be in the middle of that. No, that's my belief. But I don't know. People are just too damn selfish. That's the problem. It's always about what I'm not getting, what I'm, it's, and I remember my pastor preaching on this, and I've said it before about how if both people would wake up in the morning and think about how they can make their partner's day better, how can you fight with that? Eventually, say one person is wanting to make the other person's day better and the other person hasn't started that yet or reciprocated that yet. What my pastor used to say is eventually they will. So it's going to take at least one of the people to be selfless, right? One person is going to have to start it. One person's going to have to keep at it. And give yourself a certain amount of time. Okay, I'm willing to do this for this long. And if they don't get it by a certain point, then, hey, you tried, right? But sometimes it takes men a little bit longer. Sorry, guys, but it's true. Sometimes it takes men a little bit longer, to get it. Even though it's spelled out right in front of them and you've literally spelled everything out right in front of them. They still don't understand what they need to do. So wait, what? How do you not know? I've told you 1,000 times. Remember, I'm nagging. English Springer Spaniel. Oh, her name is Bluebell. Oh, that's so cute, Clancy. How cute. You can send it. We're friends on Google Hangouts. Clance. I've sent you a message on Google Hangouts, remember? Oh, I was trying to send you that link, remember? There it is right here. There's the link that I sent you. Remember that? It says you're away. By the way, you are gorgeous. Aww. Okay, now. She's in a vulnerable place. No, I'm just kidding. She is gorgeous. All these ladies are gorgeous. My dog does that. Oh, can't walk more than 5 feet without her stopping to pee. I got 7 big ones. I shouldn't feel them at the same time. They fart at the same. Oh my, 7 dogs? Wait, you have 7 dogs, Big D? Your dog does what? Oh, going to sniff? Yeah. Oh my gosh. And literally lately, he doesn't usually pull, but we'll be going this way. Oh, and I get so mad and I'm like, stop. We'll be going along, almost running, and he'll just stop dead in his tracks. And I've got the leash, and I'm like, he yanks me like, you little ass. And then he'll zip around the other direction over there. He smelt something way over there. I'm like, dude, come on. And it's like freezing outside. Oh my God, it kills me. Do you have a boyfriend? Yes, she has a husband. I know what it's like being around a guy like that. My dad was and had to deal with PTSD. Drank because he didn't trust doctors. So oh, really? That's sad, Clance. That's your man. You need to make you need to make better choice. But Robert, they act like something different until, even like my daughter said, he changed after they got married and after a kid came, you know. Jenny, growing up, my dad did not go to the doctors. Oh, that sucks. You're too classy to be desperate. You deserve the right one. Jenny? Are you talking about Jenny? Thank you. I will have to remind him. Although, Jenny, in the last few years, I've hit the light. I think I actually was going to the doctors because he actually started talking about his time over in Vietnam. I know how to call. Wait, what did I miss? I know how to call 911 and have before. How many times I've had to tell my husband that I am not his mother? I know. It's like, it's almost like they want to be like, Mama, Mama, give me the titty, Mama. It's like they can't wipe their own ass without help. I mean, I don't get it. It's like, sometimes I think it's done purposefully. Like, they know what you want them to do. You've told them 1,000 times, but you didn't tell them that exact one time. So they don't do it. Stupid. Everyone looking. Aw, Johnny. Johnny's got a little crush, Jenny. You better tell your husband that he better start working harder and faster. He even started writing a book, and he got 10 chapters, which shocked you because it's the only time he would ever talk about him. Oh, well, that's nice. Before he passed, he got to write down some stuff. Hey, Shane, how are you? Good to see you. Blessings to you as well. Nope, we'll never get married again either. I am very happy. Me too, Crown. I am. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I hate it when people say that. I'm not going to lie. I'll just say this. To be honest, sometimes, I mean, I've never yet sat here and thought, God, I'm so lonely. For one, I don't have a lot of time to be lonely. So when I am done with work and when the big boy's not here, when I get home from work, I'm like, oh, it's so nice to be alone, you know? And then I think, God, what if I had someone laying next to me and I was having to listen to him snore or flip through the fucking movie the channels or whatever, or get up and down to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night. Just things like that. It's like, no, it's just me and it's quiet and I can watch whatever I want. I don't have to listen to someone snore. It's and toss and turn and fart in bed, you know, and pull the covers up over my head. I hated that. I was like, you are just vile. Anyways, he thought it was the funniest thing. Anyways, so I like being by myself. I do. Hey, Sally. My husband does his own laundry, including ironing. Wow. Cleans the shower and toilet, and we alternate taking out trash and recycling. Just my thoughts. That's good, and that's absolutely great. Oh my gosh, I would love someone to clean the bathroom. You know, I would have loved it if he would have cleaned the bathroom. Oh, I hate cleaning the bathroom because I was the one who always had to clean the freaking bathroom at home when I was little. I hated it. If there was one little hair, I'd get reamed out. You got to do it right. No half-assed jobs, my mom. I was like, okay, you get down here. Do it. No, just kidding. But I did turn out to be OCD in some areas. I think a slight case of it, not full blown, but no, there's nothing wrong with guys doing housework. Not at all. There's nothing wrong with women doing yard work. It's just not one person should have to do everything, you know? It shouldn't be that way. You know, I loved doing the laundry. I just did. I loved doing my family's laundry. I don't know why. And I would think to myself sometimes as I was folding his socks or his underwear or whatever, I think to myself, I know I get so frustrated because I'm the one doing everything. But then as I'm sitting there and the kids are sleeping and I'm folding laundry, I'm like, what if I didn't have his clothes to fold anymore? At the time, I was like, I should feel blessed that I have a husband and I'm folding his laundry. But now when I think back and I'm like, what if I didn't have him to fold his clothes anymore? I'm like, hell yeah, this is awesome. I don't have to fold his fucking clothes anymore. Ugh, God. Sammy, I do the same thing, but unfortunately I'm single and waiting for my princess and queen. Princess and queen or princess or queen? You're not the type that wants 7 wives, right? Are you younger, Johnny? Clancy, PTSD is some hard stuff. I am grateful my husband at least knows how to take care of himself, and that way he has gotten help a few times. That's good. Takes a real man to know when he needs help and actually reach out for it. I do all the cooking and clean the kitchen, also run the vacuum, but the wife insists on going to the laundry, says I wouldn't do it right. You know, yeah, I used to say that sometimes. I mean, so sometimes I would bitch about something, but then I didn't want him to do it anyway, you know, when it came down to it. But I at least wanted him to try, you know, maybe he could have done it good. But that's what I would say, Robert. You won't do it right. And I'm so meticulous with the laundry. I have a certain way I do it. But I can't expect someone, if they're going to help, to do it my way, you know? I know there's things that I needed to change, definitely, you know? I was so, what would I say? I was so uptight all the time. I guess uptight would be the word. On edge all the time. Like, and I was talking to my therapist a long time ago when I was seeing a therapist. I haven't been seeing my counselor for a few months. I need to get back a hold of her. Anyway, I think the reason I felt so uptight and on edge is because I was the one who felt like I had to be the adult in the home. And so when he would say, have some drinks, or, you know, if we went out with friends, have some drinks, whatever, I could never just let loose, because at a moment's notice, I needed to switch into mom mode, you know? Maybe there had been an emergency and I would have had to take the kids somewhere, so I didn't want to be drinking, or just anything. Like, I always wanted to be close to home or at home with the kids. I mean, if we'd go on a date or something, that's one thing. But I think I just could never let my hair down and relax, because I knew he wasn't the responsible adult in the home. So it fell on me. So at all times that I had to be ready at a moment's notice if I needed to be in mom mode, you know. That's the only explanation I can think of. And it made a hell of a lot of sense. Even my therapist was like, you know what? I think you're right. That makes sense. I'm like, yeah, that's the only thing that's how I felt. So, can you build igloos and milk maple trees? Who? Big D, who? Yeah, Robert cooks. Robert's supposedly a good cook. Robert, you need to come visit me and cook for me. But he barbecues and cooks, and sometimes when I was talking to him, he was telling me what he was making them for dinner. I'm like, damn. I wish someone cooked like that for me. But then I'd have him laying in the bed farting next to me, so that's okay. They could cook for me and then leave. Just kidding. Yes, I'm having a grandson. July. He's due. July. Sally, I do the same thing as your husband, but I unfortunately am single. But when I find my queen, she will hit the lottery. That's good. And that's good. You have confidence, Johnny. That's good. If you want a really nice home, I recommend a triple wide trailer. That's what I live in now. Those are more like a house. Yes. Modular. It's a modular home. There's some gorgeous modular homes. You know, there is. I've seen some. I've actually, went through and viewed them. I don't blame you. Raising grandbabies would be so freaking hard. Yeah. If I was 40, yeah, I could do it at 40, but not almost 60. Single wides or double wide? Yeah, Sally, that's right. As you get older and wiser, you learn how to balance things, right? Most people do. Yeah, some people do. Thank you for the thumbs up, guys. I could leave you a dozen messages about the system. People don't understand it. It took me 4 years to figure it out. After a bad experience 25 years ago, I didn't understand some things I know. I understand why things happen the way they do now. Oh, tell me. I tell them I didn't vote for Kamala because I care about our country, and Kamala didn't have a clue about what she wanted to do with this country. Yeah, she had time and she did nothing but destroy it. Nice. Hey, Kaylee. So many times we were going to divorce. It was awful. Now still married. Guess we just never gave up on it. That's awesome, Kaylee. See, you're a fighter. You guys are fighters, and that's good. I mean, as long as, and I always thought this too. Is he beating me? Only one time. Never did it again. Is he messing with kids? No. Okay. Is he doing things that are absolutely no go, no getting past? No. Even an affair is something you could get past. Is it something you would want? No. Or prefer? No. But you could. You could. It doesn't have to be the end all be all. You could go to therapy. You could work on your marriage. You could talk about what led you to infidelity. And I think more than anything, if one or the other person is unfaithful, if they went to their spouse and said, I have to tell you, I feel terrible, but this is what I did. If they did that, then that's absolutely I can try to work this out. Absolutely. Because, and this is the way I look at it, I don't like being lied to. I will respect you more if you tell me the truth, like we told our kids when they were young. But if I have to find out on my own, I won't ever trust you again. So if they would come to you and you would never know unless they came and told you, there's something to be said for that. So in that case, I absolutely, it would be hard and it would take time, but that's something I feel I would have been able to work through. Some other things, no, but I think I could have done that. As long as he didn't fall in love with the bitch. I'm just kidding. The home wrecker. No. So that's good. You worked on it, Kaylee. Let's see. I'm a little behind on the messages, guys, or the comments. My wife and I fight constantly and go days without talking, but eventually we talk till the next fight. We have our 39th anniversary. What day, Robert, is it? What's the date? My mom's last boyfriend, before she met my stepdad, she got drunk and threw everything of his in our yard. I love that. That's awesome. Get out. 39 years, Robert. That's crazy. Wow. That's a long time. The Confederate that I got hanging on my wall was his. I took that because his dumbass threw my water gun on the roof of our house because I was a kid when she was with him. How can we chat? What messenger do you have? I cannot get Hangouts to work in my phone. You can't, Jenny? Oh, so sad. Look at him. He's still crashed. I'm glad he's... Usually you're lagging, Big T. I started going back to church and my pastor said the same thing. He's like, God doesn't put on more your shoulders than you can handle. Clancy, you're going to church? Oh, honey, I'm so proud of you. If Clancy wasn't so young... No, Clancy could be like my son. Dang it. Clancy's a good guy. Clancy, if you weren't so damn young, I'd say fly out here and let's go hang out. Yes, the Dutch oven. Oh, gross. That's what the Dutch oven. The only time anyone but me cleans the bathroom is if I tell them to do it, like living in filth. I know. Ugh. I hate a dirty bathroom. YouTube is running ads. I am watching them home. Aw. Thank you, Lexi. Thank you for watching the ads, honey. Yeah, I don't make crap on here anymore. I don't come on that much, but oh, you're so cute. Can you hear him snore? I love it when he's comfy. But you see how he sleeps? I sleep this way, and he's taking up half of my spot. So, a lot of times he'll lay where my spot is, but down towards the bottom. And I have this little tiny area to lay in. Oh, buddy. Hi, buddy. I love you. I love it when he's just comfortable and snoring, you know. I also take care of the yard and all the vehicles. Yes, you do, Robert. He does. Robert does. You too. Also, I did my own laundry for 20 years before I met. Did you really, Robert? If you ever come to Texas, you should try some of the stuff they make here. Like what? Your farts smell okay? Ew, I don't think any farts smell okay. Did you cut the cheese? Big D asked Robert, did you cut the cheese? February 29th. Ah, leap year. But she said no, April Fool's. That would have been funny. Wedding on April Fool's. Oh, honey. He's probably tired out. James is tired out. I can't wait till his medicine comes, you guys. Say a prayer for him. If you guys, whoever prays in here, say a prayer that whatever it is heals. Because I don't want him to be uncomfortable. I'll just worry about him all the time. I'm never going to get an animal. I just can't. I can't stand the loss. You know what I mean? I can't stand when they start getting old and they need help, you know, to do stuff. Oh, baby. You're a good boy. God, he's a big dog. You're just a big oof, huh? You're a big goof. Well, I better get to bed, you guys. I gotta work in the morning. Oh my gosh, it's 11:15 already. Hey, don't turn over. Don't turn over. I like it when you're comfy. Can you see him, you guys? Look at that chest. He's all man. Look at that chest. Hi, babies. Hi, handsome. Hi, handsome. Handsome boy. Be my hand. So I think it's his left paw. Because okay. Let me see. Can I see your paw? Can I see? No? I can't see your paw. Is it your hips? I put my hand up on your hip. When you dip, I dip, we dip. I put my hand up on your hip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. It's okay, lay down. He's like, bitch, let me sleep. Let me go to sleep. All right. This was fun, you guys. Thanks for hanging with me. I got my little social fix. Okay, I'll leave you alone. Look at him. Look at how cute his ears. Look at how cute you are, Cupcakes. Thank you. I love you. Oh, you got that breath. He's getting gray under his chin already. Baby, how are you gray already? You're only 5. How are you gray? I think my son's wrong. I think my son's wrong about his age. He shouldn't have a gray beard already. I think he's wrong. All right, guys. Love you. Sweet dreams. Thanks for visiting with me. I'll try to come on again soon. Thank you, Jenny. Yes. You got to get up. Yeah. Good night, Robert. Is he licking a spot, wearing off the hair? No. No, I can't. There's no lumps on his leg. There's no hair missing. It's just weird. And I touch him and squeeze him, and he doesn't like feel uncomfortable or anything. I don't know what's happening. You too, Big D. Thanks for coming in. Good night, Crown. It was nice seeing you. And Grace and everybody. Big D. You too, hun. Me too, Jenny. Hey, we'll try to get, do you have my email? Go back and look and see if you have my email. Okay. I think we've emailed each other. I'll look for, if you haven't changed yours, I'll go look through mine and see if I can email you too. But I love you guys. Sweet dreams. Good night, Lexi. Love you guys. Good night, Clance. Everybody, all of you. Sally, I think, was in here, and Kate, Katie something, or Kendra. I can't remember her name. What's that girl's name? I've only seen her in here a couple times, but I'm trying to remember her name. I will find it, damn it. Where to go? Do you guys remember her name? I don't remember her name. Just want to say goodnight to her. There's Grace. Okay. I can't find it. Okay. Well, thanks, you guys. Love you. I'll see you soon again. Mwah! Good night. Bye. I forgot how to get off of this one. Okay. Bye.